Hello, my name is Vera. I'm a musician and a knitter, and today I would like to show you my way of knitting Continental, which comes from the Eastern Europe part of the world. I learned to knit in Romania from my mom, and everyone I knew knitted this way. So the difference from other continental knitting methods is that the tension of the yarn is obtained from holding the yarn on your left index. So your left index is not involved in the actual knitting, it's just holding the yarn wrapped around it. Let's get into it. So here I am doing some knit stitches. As you can see, quite easily getting through them. So the tension, I am going to put yarn around my index finger, quite a few turns. I don't know how many that is, 6, 7. And as you can see, the yarn is coming from behind my index finger. And I like that better than from in front, as I've seen other people doing, because as I knit, I can just flick the tip of my finger about now when I need more yarn. Here I go again. So I'm knitting, getting almost there. And now I'm gonna let go. Flick, and it's free. If you do it the other way, I find that it slips too quickly. And then you're losing your yarn off your index. So let's do this again. Yarn behind the needle, going from left to right, which is the normal way of knitting. And I'm getting my yarn and pulling it through. Oh, I did that flick very quickly. Sorry if you didn't see it. Sorry, I'm getting the yarn from the top of the yarn, pull it through. So in, over the yarn, pull it through, and this is where I let go because I couldn't get more yarn. So this is my knit stitch, over and through, and flick. If you are more comfortable tensioning your yarn around your pinky or any other way, that's absolutely fine. This is just the way I do it, and I like it. Okay, so this was our knit stitch, over, going a bit slower. So I'm pulling through. Okay, so what I like to do when I work is try and have only one stitch free. See, my thumb and my index on my right hand are holding my stitches here, and my middle finger and my thumb on my left hand are holding the stitches here, and I only have one stitch free. And the moment I've worked it, I grab it here. So in, over, through, grab, and let go of the next one. Here I go. And now I'll do it a bit faster so you can see what I'm doing. So I'll keep on grabbing them. That makes it less messy. You're not going to drop stitches if you keep on doing this. No yarn, so I'm winding some more. So just one stitch free, and I'm always tensioning from here. one stitch. And here I am at the end of my row. So that was the knit stitch done in a very conventional, normal way. Now for the pearl is the one that everyone hates because it's tricky in continental knitting. I think it's tricky in any way. Pearl seems to be the most hated. To get the orientation of the stitch that we had over here, which is this way, what we need to do for a normal pearl, I'm going to call it a normal pearl, is go behind the yarn, somehow hold it down and then pull it through. So I'm going behind the yarn. I have my stitch and my yarn both on my right hand needle, and then I'm gonna just hold it down a bit so I can pull it through. So this gives on our next row that stitch which would be worked from left to right if you are knitting it. This is the proper pearl, the normal pearl. Not that hard really, just a bit of an effort, definitely slower. So both stitch and thread on the needle, and I'm helping myself with my thumb to pull it through. Here I go a bit faster so you don't think it's quite impossible to do. It's not impossible. Just a bit slow. More thread needed. Pearl, pearl, pearl. Same idea though, always having only one stitch free to on the needles. The other ones are kept safe by my thumb and fingers. Lovely. So here we are. We've done a whole row of pearls. And now when we turn our work, our stitches are facing the way they should be, like good old stitches. So I'm going left to right, in, over the yarn, and I'm knitting because I would like to do some stockinette stitch. Now, there is another way to purl, which I like to call the easy purl, the quick purl. And everyone I taught how to knit continental finds it easier. So it must be easier. Let's see how that's done. On the next row, I'm going to do the easy purl. So instead of going behind the yarn, yeah, so behind the yarn and pull through is our normal purl. This one, you go over the yarn, loop around it and pull. So not under, but over, over, and then through, over and through, over and through. You probably noticed that I'm not using my thumb anymore. I don't need to. This is easy peasy. I can definitely do it faster. Or slower, just so you can see. One stitch under the thread, pull through. In, so right to left, normal way of purling. You get over and you pull through. Over, pull through. And you think, yes, this is so much easier, I can do it. I can do it. But then when you turn your work, you're going to notice something. Your stitches are facing the other way. See what I mean? They should be facing this way. This is what we had before. And now they're facing this way. That's because we got our yarn from underneath on the pearl. I don't think it's a problem if you do stockinette stitch, because have a look. When you knit, you actually just get in through the back loop, someone calls it. I think it's just in. You just go in and knit. And it's actually faster than going this way and then knitting. So this way of knitting is even faster than the other one. So all we're doing is poking our stitch as it presents to us, facing us nicely, in, over the yarn, pull through. Super easy. And then, ooh, what did I do here? Bit of a mess. All right, fixed, sort of. So we're back on our pearl reverse stockinette side, and I'll do the easy one a couple of times. So you pull your stitch, get under, pull through. This is the easy way. My mom caught me doing it and was like, "What are you doing? That pearl is wrong." I think everything easier can be called wrong. And then the proper way. Under the thread, we have stitch and thread on our left needle and pull through. So this is the one that will give us the proper orientation. So I think if you're doing stockinette stitch, easy pearl is the answer. There is no need to torture yourself with this one. So this is the tricky pearl, tricky hard pearl, normal. Here we go. Our stitches are once again facing the conventional way, and I have to go left to right and poke them from the side. This one is needed if you need to do knit two together. So in knit two together, you need to come this way and get both of them knitted. So they have to be this way, yeah? So I'm knitting some more. But if you need to slip, slip, knit, the other orientation will help you do that, because they're already facing this way. So here's your slip, slip, knit done in one move. Ta-da! Yeah, so if they were facing this way, the conventional way, for slip, slip, knit, you do slip, slip, knit together. But if they're already facing this way, all you have to do is grab them and they're done. So depending on what you're knitting, you might choose the easy pearl or the normal hard pearl. Whichever you do it, I hope you have a lot of fun, and thank you very much for watching my video.